Yo, Isolate here. Um, we're in UBC. Week number 4, I think. We're 2-1. That's cool. Uh, so funny story. I was about to battle Reckless. By the way, Reckless Bat, YouTube in the description. Great guy, but yeah, I was gonna battle him, and I was live comming, but I figured out I built for the wrong team, so I had to redo a team. I had to take like 10 minutes to build a team, maybe 15 minutes. I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes to build a team, and yeah, here we are. I'll pull up his team. If there's not a team builder this week, I apologize. It's just that sometimes I get tired of making team builders for any league. It's hard. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up his team regardless. Just to give you a rundown of what he could have brought. He could have brought Manaphy, Mega Charizard X, Necrozma, Nidoqueen, Whimsicott, Crobat, Magnezone, Conkeldurr, Lycanroc Day, and Liepard. So I actually built for the team next to him. So luckily I have that team. If I even face him, or the guy next to him, I already have that team locked down. But yeah, so I was live coming, and then people came in, so I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just have the rest of the battle, like halfway through. So that's all right. It was a pretty boring commentary anyway, because there was a lot of time in between turns. So I guess this is for the best. But anyway, I'll go over my team in case I didn't make a team builder. I have Thunders to outspeed Charizard X and Manaphy. Um, it has Psyche MZ with Z Psychic, and it's got Sludge Wave, Volt Switch, and Psychic, Volt Switch, Sludge Wave, and it doesn't have Thunderbolt. It had Focus Blast for Magnezone. There you go. Then we had a Likey Berry Flame Charge Darman. I don't know why, but we had a Likey Berry Flame Charge Darmanitan, and with we had Fire Punch because if I get the attack boost, I don't really need the Flare Blitz. It's gonna take a lot of recoil. And then we had EQ because EQ hits like in Rock Day instead of I basically wanted Rock Slide or EQ. Rock Slide would have been nicer because it would have hit Crobat, but at the same time then I wouldn't have been able to hit Nidoqueen. So I guess EQ's fine, and then I have U-turn if I don't want to set up yet. Then we have not Mega Garchomp, regular Garchomp. Okay, regular Garchomp. It has EQ, Dragon Tail, Poison Jab, and Stealth Rocks. Because I really want Rocks up. He's only got one hazard remover, and that's Crobat. He brought it, which is good for him. But if we get rid of that thing, or if it doesn't have defog, or if it doesn't get the defog off somehow, even though it outspeeds my whole team, you know, that's really good because Stealth Rocks are extremely important. They're super important. So Garchomp is cool. It's got like enough speed to outspeed, Manaphy and Charizard, and then it's got like max attack, I think. First, I think at first I had max HP, but then I changed it because I realized that it's pretty offensive. It's pretty good. It has a pretty good matchup offensively against his team, so that's nice. Then we had Vaporeon, physically defensive with Wish, Roar, Scald, and Toxic. So I wanted to face things, I really did. And then we have Donphan, which is also a Stealth Rock. We have Stealth Rock, Rapid Spin, EQ, and Knockoff. I don't know why I had Knockoff there. I guess it was for Necrozma or just Knockoff. I should have put Ice Shard on there, but it's whatever. I don't have that much priority on this team at all. I don't have any. So priority would have been nice, but Skarmory we have as a specially defensive variant this time, just to take as many hits. It has had Brave Bird, Roost. I think it had Spikes and Whirlwind. I think that was the set. And it had Shed Shell for the potential Magnet Pull Magnezone, because that would have been bad. I really expected him to bring that, because I thought Mega Scizor and Skarmory, if he could trap both of those and have like an HP Fire and a Thunderbolt for those, and it also hits Vaporeon, it could be nice. So unfortunately, it didn't bring it. So the Shed Shell's useless. I'm gonna put on normal speed because actually no, put on low and slow, baby. Luna's gonna lead off. I kind of predicted him to lead. I kind of predicted him to lead Manaphy, predicting my Donphan lead, because he doesn't have much for Donphan outside of Manaphy and Whimsicott, I guess. So he goes into Duchess. He's not gonna risk staying in, so I'm gonna go for the Psychic here. Definitely gonna predict the Nidoqueen, and yeah, so we get to go for Psychic again. Not gonna predict anything. So yeah, right off the bat, we're 2 turns in, and Shattered Psyche is basically useless because I only had it for Nidoqueen. Oh, yo, I like that silhouette. In the Nidoqueen silhouetted now. That was not there before. That's cool. So he goes into Recoom. He gets a crit with the Ice Punch, which is okay, I guess. I go for a Roost. I'm like, shit, I don't know if this is going to... If he goes for Drain Punch this turn, that's bad. Because I lost my flying typing. I didn't... For some reason, I thought I wouldn't outspeed or something. So I go for Brave Bird, realizing that Skarmory's dead. I don't want to switch anything in on a Drain Punch. Which I kind of thought he'd go for, so... That's fine. Goko goes down. And now I'm going to bring in Caesar yet again, and he doesn't really have that many psychic switch-ins, which kind of makes sense for his team because my psychic type was why not, so there really wasn't a reason to have a psychic switch-in. He didn't bring Necrozma and he didn't bring Liepard. Those are really his only two psychic switch-ins. So and that's what happens sometimes. It's whatever. It's not really bad drafting. It's just stuff happens. I mean, Psychic doesn't have a lot of resistances. Oh, he also had Magazine, which is a good Psychic resist. So, there you go. So yeah, Donphan's out here. I don't know why, but, yeah, didn't we, like, Volt Switch against? No, oh yeah, we went into Donphan predicting the Crobat to, like, Choice Band and Cross Poison. I shouldn't have switched with Thunderous. I should have stayed in and just gone for Volt Switch. Because I was scared about, like, a banded Cross Poison from it, or something like that, but... yeah, he goes for Tail Glow and then Energy Ball. I was really hoping this would not be Z, Rain Dance, Manaphy. That would be terrible, because then he'd outspeed my total team, which would be bad. Right now, he cannot outspeed Thundurus or Garchomp. We've confirmed he's not Scarfed. So yeah, we're going to stay in here because, you know, that's cool. I didn't want to switch and let him get a U-turn off. I thought he'd U-turn there, which he did. So I'm going to go into Almost Good. Because I kind of predicted him to do something. I kind of predicted a Giga Drain. Luckily, unfortunately, I should have, if I had Scalded on the Whimsicott, that would have been nice. Maybe get a burn or something. But, because the Wish was wasted. It didn't heal me back at all. So, because I was at full health. So, it's whatever. We go for Stealth Rocks here to kind of put the pressure on. Force him to try to defog later on. Now here, I go for the Dragon Tail this turn. Luckily, I had the Yache Berry, so I'm going to be able to live the Ice Beam. And then I'm going to get the Dragon Tail off, which is awesome. We are going to force out the Manaphy, bring in the Trixie. Now, originally, I was going to sack this thing off. Because, I mean, you have to have Poison Jab, but it was probably going to outspeed me. Maybe not, who knows. But I ended up switching out into Angry Eyes. We're going to take that hit just fine, and we're going to U-turn this turn, because I really think he's going to switch into Manaphy. He can't switch into Charizard, because that loses half health. So, yeah. He actually surprisingly brings in Crobat. It's not really surprising. If I go for Flame Charge there, that would have been really nice, because then I would have been able to outspeed the next turn. But, I mean, it's whatever. So I'm going to go into Caesar here, and, you know, try to do something. At least, if he wants to go for Defog, he'll die to the Volt Switch. Oh, that was really hella glitchy. So, yeah, he's going to go for the Defog. I'm going to Volt Switch out, take out the Nightwing. So it's looking good right now, but I don't really have much for the Manaphy if he goes for Z Rain Dance, because Z Rain Dance will boost his speed. That's bad. I'm going to go into Vaporeon here. Finny. I don't know why. Finny, alright? He's going to go to Luna, try to set up on me. I'm not having it. Actually, he doesn't try to set up on me. I think I went for Toxic that turn. Because even if he had gone for Z Rain Dance, well, that would have been bad. Probably would have swept me. But, that's okay. So maybe I went for Roost. I potentially went for Roost that turn. Or, sorry, not Roost, Roar. I potentially went for the Roar. So I go for the Volt Switch, he lives it. So I didn't need the Focus Blast because he didn't bring Magnezone. So if I had like Thunderbolt, that would have been better. But it's whatever. It happens. Angry Eyes is in here. I'm gonna go for the Flame Charge because I thought he'd switch. Apparently he didn't want to switch. I outsped though, which was interesting. I didn't expect to outspeed. He didn't have enough speed to outspeed me then, and I didn't even have a lot of speed on that domain. I didn't have speed to outspeed a max speed Nidoqueen in case he was like Choice Scarfed or something. Once I got the Flame Charge up. But, I mean, he didn't have a lot of speed on this thing, which is fine. We're gonna take this thing out with the Volt Switch. And now, I mean, we could have rock slided that with Darmanitan, and been pretty much good to go with Darmanitan and just swept, probably. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. So I'm going to go to Garchomp as he brings in the Whimsicott, which is obvious. Now, I don't want that thing to die just yet, because if he doesn't go for Dragon Dance against Charizard, we should be fine to just EQ it into Oblivion. So here he goes for Memento, and that's a good play on his part, because now he can bring in Charizard and Dragon Dance if he so desires. And if he has Roost, that's even worse. That's really bad. So he's going to go to Agnologia here, whatever. And I'm going to go for the Shattered Psyche. And it's I don't know why I call it Psyche. Shattered Psyche. It's not going to do a lot. So that proves that he has a lot of bulk, or a decent amount of bulk. He goes for Flare Blitz instead of D-Dance. Now, if he had gone for D-Dance that turn, I probably would have Volt Switched the next turn. And if he kills me, that's fine. He can bring in Donphan. Donphan does live 1+1 Flare Blitz from full. Or I was pretty much at full. I was at like 95% or whatever. So I could have then EQ'd him after taking a Flare Blitz. And, I mean, you can see we were talking about that after the game. I would have been able to take him out with an EQ after the Flare Blitz recoil. If he had roosted. But if he hadn't, then it would have been fine. I mean, I don't know. D-Dance would have definitely made it a little bit more sketchy towards the end. But who knows? It would have been interesting. Depends on if he had Roost. I forget if he had Roost. I could just read, but I'm too lazy for that. Regardless, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. We are 3-1. Glad with our. I'm happy with our performance this week. Hopefully, we can push our battling to new heights next week. We go up against the Verd. That should be fun. Yeah. We probably won't win, but who knows. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.